Hello, I'm Jane if you can remember me, and this is Visit Fylde Coast. Just here for a short intermission to show you what I've been up to and why I've been missing. So I'm in front of our lovely new shop. Look at that then, look at that for a Bobby Dazzler. Doesn't that just look lovely? So it's in the newly pedestrianised Princess Road event space in Cleveleys, which is straight across from the door of B&M Bargains, next door to Shoe Market, and right next to the bus station and the main car parks as you come into town. So that's kind of where we're located. So it's dead easy to find. And when you come to Cleveleys, you need to call in. And I might be in. I'm in a lot at the moment. I might be in. Other than that, you can have a look around our fabulous shop. So I'm going to show you what we've been doing. I'm going to show you why I've been so preoccupied. Here comes one of our volunteers. Nora's just waving at me. And you can have a look around and see what we've got on sale. In passing, Shoe Market is not closing. It's much alive and well and kicking. So this is our new shop. It's actually Monday as I'm filming this. Monday morning at about 10 o'clock. I've just been to the dentist's. So I thought while it's empty and it's closed, I would come and do a little film for you because I know I've been very tardy and neglected my duties. So I've turned the sign to open so that it looks a little bit more friendly and welcoming. But our hours are actually closed on Monday, and then the rest of the week we're open from 10 while 4. So come with me and we'll go and have a look and see what's inside this beautiful establishment. So this is it, and this is why we've been missing. Well, why I've been missing. It's all completely our own work. So this is a fundraising space, and 100% of everything that is sold here is going to improving the town. So it'll be used for things like Christmas lights, for planting, for events, for painting, for maintenance, for decorations and installations and all that kind of stuff. It will all be spent in the town because everybody that works in here and contributes to its upkeep are volunteers. So I'm going to show you around. So you might recognise the first thing that you see when you're coming through the door is the Seaside Emporium range. So my dad being rather elderly and rather not well, we'd taken the website offline, as you probably know, and we'd sort of mothballed Seaside Emporium. But it's such a shame not to be making all these beautiful paintings and prints available for people to buy, that we've gifted all of it, lock, stock and barrel, all the old stock, all the old frames, all the old papers, everything, to Care for Cleveleys. So we're actually making these upstairs now, and 100% of all the profits is going straight to Care for Cleveleys. So there's a range of prints available to buy. We've not got the website back online yet, so I'm afraid if you're watching this from afar, you're going to need to come into the shop and pick what it is that you want. But there will be a website coming back at some point. We've just had an awful lot to do. So these are just a few of the prints, just a few of a range of stuff. I always liked that. I thought it was really nice, that. So there's all the ones that some of you have already bought. We've got a range of greetings cards, which are all available to buy, and Christmas cards will be coming back. So we've got the ogre look. We've got the ogre sunning himself on the beach and all that kind of thing. So we've made these. We've got a volunteer called Adele who's done a sterling job. She's been printing. Look, she's got some gaps to fill in. She needs to get a printer machine cracking. And then we've got all the range of prints, of pictures, of graphics, etc., all in various forms available for you to buy, framed and mounted. It looks a bit different to that though now, doesn't it? We started Seaside Emporium in 2015, so I would imagine that photo's from about then. Looks quite different, does the old lad? So there's all kinds of different gifts and trinkets and pictures. We've got a new range of our own Care for Cleveleys merch. So you can have an ogre badge, little badge look of our lovely ogre. This is the ogre costume if you're particularly attracted to him. We've got the Care for Cleveleys ones. And there's all kinds of different designs. There's a Love Cleveleys one, look. There you go, you see. It looks like we sold quite a few of them because they were full to the top. Daniel's made these little 3D printed ones, which are quite natty. And there's some Care for Cleveleys mugs and things like that. Sunflowers are not for sale and they desperately need watering. And this is another range of all kinds of different things. This is Petrini's little crocheted flower. I think it's lovely, that. It's a little prototype she's made. So there's some hand-painted originals. So my dad has actually painted these different little pictures onto a canvas, onto a mini canvas, and it's framed. There's only that one, and there's no tool like it. So I think there's 5 he did, or 6 maybe. There's not many. Those are there, and when they've gone, they've gone. So they're ideal for Christmas presents. We've got some mugs for ideal birthday presents with original illustrations on them. Mugs are all £10. I had somebody splutter when they came in the other day at the price of them. But it's more of a crowdfunding exercise. So you care for Cleveleys. There you go. I care for Cleveleys. You care for Cleveleys, you buy a mug and you show your support, and it's a donation, it's a way of raising money. So we're not sort of selling a mug. If you want a cheap mug, you can get a cheap mug from anywhere on earth. But these mugs are special mugs and you can only get them here, and they're all raising funds. This is the owl that the woodcarver made on Saturday when he was in. So we're going to be doing a competition to name the owl. And I've just done the posters and the competition slips. So if you pop in the shop from the time you watch this, you'll be able to enter the competition. We've got an owl just like this on our new wooden bench, which we're going to put on Derby Road Garden. And you've got a chance to win him for £1. I think it's rather marvellous. I'd love to win that. You can pick up a brochure about the group, which explains everything that we do and how we got here. And then we get on to our range of quality used goods. So these are all our pre-loved, good quality clothes. And I have to say, they fly out. As fast as we fill them up, the shelves are empty. So we've got all kinds of stuff. We've got bric-a-brac, we've got towels, we've got ornaments, we've got cups and saucers, we've got kids' shoes, we've got more towels and bath mats, ladies' shoes, slippers. And this is changing literally all the time. So depending on what people bring in, that changes and is just different from one morning to another, really. We've got a small bookshelf at the moment, which is going to expand because we can't get enough on it. We've got DVDs, loads of gory murders, horror films, that kind of thing. So if you're into murders, you'll be aware. We've got ladies' bags, we've got scarves, we've got some really nice quality stuff. Some quite good names. We've got things like Bowden and White Stuff and Weird Fish and all that kind of thing. We've got handmade crafts. So this is a brand new handmade cushion. Anybody that's got a Dalmatian, that's perfect. If you want a second-hand mug just to put your coffee in, these are £1.50. See, if you want a mug for your coffee or to stand your pens in, you can have a cheap one, or you can make a contribution to the group and you can have a exclusive, more expensive one and show that you care for Cleveleys. If we've got any art students out there, we've got a few art books which are particularly interesting. We've got our own Care for Cleveleys bags. They're £8. Same goes with them. They're really nice quality. We've got some tapestry kits. So my late mum, Chrissy, she had a thing for tapestry kits, and she's got quite a stash of them. So if anybody out there does tapestry, you'll know that these retail online for somewhere in between £70 and £100 each. So we're selling them at 35. As you can see, it's brand new, never been opened, completely complete. And anybody that likes them will know that that is an absolute bargain. We've got all kinds of bits and bobs. We're going to replace this A-frame with some proper shelving units because it's not big enough and you can't get anything on it. So that's where we're going to put the books. Books will be coming there. And this is kind of the darker wintry clothes in this. So this is menswear, ladies' dresses, jackets and shirts. No bras, no knickers, sorry. There you go. Care for Cleveleys, £8. We've actually got them. I'll put them on our Ko-fi shop. So if you want one, you can get one online. We've got another volunteer called Sue, who's been busy making, look at these little labels stuck on here, who's been busy making little pouches and packs and whatnot. These are brilliant, these. I've got to sit on my hands. I like that one. I like the yellow spots. Handmade, look on the tag there. So there's loads of different ones. There's a lovely one that's got cats on. Look at that. I think that's really pretty. I'm going to stick all my favourite ones up and then see whether or not they disappear. We've sold loads of these. She made an absolute stash for us. She's made these bags. That's one open, look. Aren't they nice? Handmade just for us. It's just a little tote bag to pop in your bag. Really nice colours and patterns and fabrics. I've got some more ladies' shoes. We've got our lovely counter, which is recycled from Cats Protection. And the jewellery collection, which we're filling up. Some more badges, some doggy bones for our little doggy friends. And a spare change pot, which is currently telling me we've got £7.51. And I'm not quite so sure whether it's actually telling the truth because I think people have put more in than that. And a visitor's book. Don't forget to sign the visitor's book when you come in. We've got loads and loads of comments. Really lovely comments from people. And then we've got a changing room as well. We inherited that. We got that one free with the shop. So you can try clothes on if you particularly like anything. And then last, but by absolutely no means least, our trophy cabinet. So we've got the most important one on the top shelf. I don't know whether you can see it properly let me open the doors. Is that better? For the light bouncing on the glass. So this is our King's Award for voluntary service. So this is the certificate that we got, signed by Charles at the top there. And this is the award that you get. And this is the certificate that we got from Wire Council. These are our In Bloom awards from last year. Our Christmas Tree Award from the year before. So we've got a little bit of space left in there. So we need lots more awards to put in it. So that's what we've been doing. It's a lovely, bright and airy shop. The sun comes round in the afternoon onto the front. And it's been a pleasure to work in, honestly. It's been lovely. It's been really well received by people. But the work, I can't tell you how much work we've done. So we've had all of these ceiling tiles down. We paid a sparky to swap all the light fittings because they were the most hideous, old-fashioned, energy-consuming things you've ever seen in your life. So we've had all that down. We've repainted all the ceiling tiles. We've decorated everything. We've made all of the counter frontage and the backdrop and everything. We've made the furniture out of stuff that we got from Cats Protection. So these bookshelves were actually base units like this that we've cut up and stuck together. We've made the shelving racks. We've done everything. The table came from Affinity. They were very good to us. They gave us that. They gave us these baskets underneath, which we'll be using for various things. Some mannequins. The hidey hole gave us the glass cupboard. So there's that one and our trophy cabinet and this little jewellery box. They came from the hidey hole when they changed premises. So we've got stuff from everybody. So I'm going to do a full range of thank you posts on our Care for Cleveleys Facebook group and explain what has been donated to us by everybody and say thank you. Because you've got to say thank you when people are kind, haven't you? So yeah, we've literally toiled, and I can't tell you what a mess this looked just a few short weeks ago. So that's where I've been, that's what I've been doing, and that's why I've not been making videos. Eventually I will be back. We are now trying to all between us learn how to use this. Which is somewhat of a laugh. We are trying to get ourselves organised and trying to get ourselves up to speed with actually running a shop and training all the volunteers and getting everybody comfortable with serving you lovely people and generating money for the town of Cleveleys. So that's the shop. So the rest of the building is still a bit of a work in progress. We've got a craft room straight above here. We've got a room for an office. We've got a staff room. We've got a communal room at the back. So there's going to be lots of events and activities and things that you can come and take part in. But that's another story for another day. So that's gonna take a little bit more finishing as well. So I might still be missing for a little while yet, but I am trying to get back to normal, whatever normal is. So until next time, I hope you've enjoyed that little look around our little palace. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye for now.